Hello little lambs. I thought it was time for us to do some of our letter sounds. We haven't done them for a while, so I thought I'd go through some of the ones that we were doing before. I wonder whether you can remember what sound this one makes. Well done, it's a S. What about this one? That's right, it's ah, 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 ah. What about this one? Pop it there. That's it. T, 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 t. Well done. How about this one? Now we've got p, 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 p. And what about this one? E, 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 E. Very good. Well, Max the monkey's come along today as well, and he wants us to learn a new sound. So, our new sound makes the sound N. It's a long sound. N. How about if I put my arms out like this for the action and it goes N. Bit like an aeroplane noise. N. This is the letter shape of it. We start writing it near the top. We come all the way down, back up and over the bridge and give a little blick on the end. Down, over the bridge and blick on the end. Let's pop it on there. I've got something in my bag that begins with a sound. There we go, look. Oh, I wonder whether you can see that. Do you know what that is? That's right, it's a nurse. Nurse. That begins with the sound. Well done. Well, I thought it would be a good idea to make some silly soup. So I've got my bowl and I've got my spoon and I've got a whole bag full of goodies. But in my soup, I can only have things that begin with the sound N. I wonder whether you can help me. Let's have a look. Let's have a feel around and see what we've got. Ooh. I've got a number. It's the number 9. Does that begin with the N sound? Well done, that's right. We can pop that in our soup. Shall we give it a stir to start with? And I'm going to sing a little rhyme and you can join in with the rhyme. It goes, I'm making lots of silly soup. I'm making soup that's silly. I'm going to put it in the fridge and make it nice and chilly. Ooh! Let's see, what else have we got? Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, what's this? I've got, can you see that? Got lots of holes in it. Do you know what we call it? That's right, it's called a net. Net. I think that begins with that N sound as well. Let's pop it in. Let's give it a stir and say our rhyme. I'm making lots of silly soup. I'm making soup that's silly. I'm going to put it in the fridge and make it nice and chilly. Ooh, it's getting colder. Let's have a look. Ooh, look what I've got in here now. Pizza. Pizza. Does that begin with the N sound? No, I don't think so. But what What sound does it begin with? Do you know? That's right, it begins with the P sound. P, P, pizza. We can't put that in our soup. I'm going to put it back over there. Let's have a look again. Let's see what else I've got. Ooh, I wonder whether you know what this is. I'm going to have to put it really close because it's ever so small. Can you see? It's got a little hole at the top and it's got a point at the end. Do you know what we call it? It's a needle. Needle. What sound does needle begin with? I wonder if it can go in our soup. Needle. Well done. It begins with a sound, so that can go in our soup. Let's pop it in. Give it a stir. I'm making lots of silly soup. I'm making the soup that's silly. I'm going to put it in the fridge and make it nice and chilly. Let's see what else we've got. Ooh. See what I've got here? I've got some tissues. Tissues. Do they begin with the sound? Tissues. I don't think so. They begin with the T sound. T, 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 T. Tissues. They can't go in our soup. We'll have to pop them over there. So let's have a look. What else have we got? Ooh, how about this one? Apple. Apple. Does that begin with that sound? I don't think so. But do you know what sound it does begin with? Apple. Well done. It's a apple. That can't go in our soup. It doesn't begin with the sound. It begins with a sound. Apple. We need to pop that out of the way. That can't go in our bowl of soup. But let me see. How about this one? Ooh. I wonder whether we know what we've got in here. This is a bag of nuts. Nuts. I wonder what sound nuts begin with. Does it begin with a sound? Nuts. That's right, it does. It begins with a sound. It can go in our soup. Let's give it a stir and sing our rhyme. I'm making lots of silly soup. I'm making soup that's silly. I'm going to pop it in the fridge and make it nice and chilly. Let's see, I've only got a few more things left in here. Ooh, I wonder whether I can put these in. What have I got here? Hold them like this. Scissors. Scissors. Do they begin with that sound? Scissors. No, you're right. They begin with the sound. They can't go in our soup. Pop them down over there. Right, I've got 2 more things left. Let's see. Ooh, this is my first one. Ooh, this is an invitation. A wedding invitation. Invitation. Does that begin with a sound? Invitation. No. Do you know what sound it begins with? Invitation. Well done. It begins with a E sound. Invitation. That can't go in our soup. So I've got 1 more thing left. You take it out of my bag. Now these aren't cooked, they've come out of my freezer, so I'm going to have to go and put them back in a minute. Let's have a look. Can you see what they are? That's right, well done. They're nuggets. Nuggets, could you tell? Nuggets. What sound does nuggets begin with? Does it begin with the n sound? Well done, you're right. Nuggets. They need to go in our soup. And I think we need to pop our nurse in there as well, because she began with the n sound. Should we give it a stir? I'm making lots of silly soup. I'm making soup that's silly. I'm going to pop it in the fridge and make it nice and chilly. That will be lovely later. Well done, children. We found lots of things that begin with the n sound. We found a net. We found a number 9. We found some nuts. And we found a nurse. And we found the tiny little needle. And last of all, we put the nuggets in our soup. Well done. We found lots of things that begin with the n sound. Maybe you could have a look and see whether you could make some silly soup with things that begin with the n sound too, or some s objects, or some objects, or some t objects, or some p or even some I objects. Have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye, little lambs.